Welcome, everyone, to Jerry World, AT&T Stadium and the home of the Southwest Classic, and fans have been filling this place up for the past few hours, wrapping up the tailgates and fired up for what ought to be a sensational clash. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Razorbacks will put total leather to crank us up. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job of reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
Throws to the back. Got his man down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys, and that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
The Aggies are marching down the field. The lone back's got it.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break of the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
First down for this offense. At the 45 on his way. He smashes his way through again. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball back. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
Never in doubt. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Coates. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They're going to run it. Nice move to stay on his feet. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Makes his man miss. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Now the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover. But, man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. 1st and goal.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Offense in a bunch formation. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run passing option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And the short completion brings up 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field. But if nothing's open, boom. I take it and easily get a 1st down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Razorbacks are on the move. They'll run it on the counter. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing. An offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The play action fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't get him to the ground. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. The sweet feet buy a little time.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Gonna run it. It's Moss. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
A 1st down for the offense. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Going up top on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Troy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got his man. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On second down, he'll fire. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, looking for room. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like. And through 2 quarters of ball in the Southwest Classic, we've been treated to a fun one. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the stadium and our guys to start up the second half.
And the Aggies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Stopped after making the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds his tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Motion from the offense. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He looks that one in nicely. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game. Just steamrolling his way through.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play, and this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes a grab in the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, Dave, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Fires downfield. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
Steps away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And come on now. Oh, my. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
On second down, looking to throw. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right there.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled, but he has a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Got his man quickly. Oh, he left him grabbing. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way through.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Here's the handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the draw. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up for it.
Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mayo. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Now on the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. The give to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And it's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense...
Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. After run, now throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
On the run, still looking. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make...
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. We've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after and was able to make the tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mayo. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Fires to the right. He makes a catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by 12 to North Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Complete in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on second down. And they got him for the sack. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's caught downfield.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up fourth and short.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the tailback. Running with power. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And now on second down for this offense. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. If you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.